Let's do some more multiply and simplify problems with radicals. So this is a little bit more difficult than the ones that I just did, because as you can see, now we have a number outside the radical symbol. So the only thing you have to remember is that when you're multiplying, the numbers on the outside of the radical symbol get multiplied together, and the numbers underneath the radical symbol get multiplied together, but you can't multiply them in. Like you can't do 2 root 5 is root 10 or 10 or something like that. So we start with the numbers on the outside of the radical symbol. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then you just multiply the numbers on the inside of the radical symbol. And to be honest, 5 times 15, I'm not sure what that is, so I'm just going to break them both down into products of their prime factors. So that's 5, and then 15 is 5 times 3. And then I'm going to look for pairs. Good. And one comes outside. Perfect. So then 5 times 6 is 30. And then root 3. That's all that's left. So this is just 30 root 3. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. So we're going to do the same thing here. But what you might notice is there's nothing outside the root 14. Well, there really actually is something there, and I'll put it in red. And you can draw it in if you are having trouble remembering. It's actually a 1. Sometimes students think it's a 0, so be careful with that, because then if they'll do 4 times 0 is 0, which it's not. It's a 1, okay? So 4 times 1 is going to be 4. And then again, I'm going to multiply 2 times 14, and instead of writing 28, I'm just going to write it as a product of its prime factors, so it's the 2 from here, and then 14 can be rewritten as 2 times 7. Again, I'm just going to look for pairs, so 2 times 2, okay, that's a pair, so I cross it out, bring 1 outside. 2 times 4 is 8, and then all that's left underneath is a root 7, so it becomes 8 root 7. Perfect. Now on to the last one. So again, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. So multiply the numbers outside together. So 5 times 2 is 10. And then again, these are really big numbers, so let's just write them as products of their prime factors. So 6 goes to 2 times 3, and 18 goes to 3 times 3 times 2. So again, I'm going to be looking for pairs to pull outside. So I see 2 3s here, so I circle it, cross it out, bring 1 outside. And then as far as the 2s, I have a pair, even though they're not next to each other, I have a pair of 2s, so I can cross them out and bring 1 outside. And then just do the multiplication. So 2 times 3 is 6, times 10 is 60. And then it's just root 3, because that 3 underneath the radical symbol can't be paired with anything. So 60 root 3. Perfect.